Evanston basketball is on the air. The Red Devils look to continue the strong round ball tradition in 2020 and 2021. Witness as Evanston sets out to prove that they belong with the best in the state of Wyoming. Follow the Red Devils all around the Cowboy State, both home and on the road, on your home for Red Devil Sports, KNYN 99.1, with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Red Devil basketball is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankum, West Star Printing, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Hoover Chiropractic, Evanston Regional Hospital, The Come On in Casper, Plains Tire, Mountain West Business Solutions, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Freeway Tire, Rocky Mountain Sign, Uinta County School District No. 1, Ellingford Brothers, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Bear River Dental, and by T-Bar S Body Shop. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to sit back, relax, and raise the pitchforks as we head to the arena to join the voice of your Evanston Red Devils, Elin Olive.
Hello everyone and welcome to the gymnasium at Ogden High School here in Utah as the Evanston Red Devils cross state lines in search of their first win of the season. I'm Colin Holt filling in for Red Devil voice Elin Olive this evening, and we've got a real good one for you between the Tigers and the Red Devils. We'll break it all down in the pregame show, as well as catch up with another Evanston coach in a different sport. That's coming up right here on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil basketball on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by T-Bar S Body Shop. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call 307-789-2639. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Courtside once again, Colin Holt with you here on a chilly December evening. Just a few more basketball games before the winter break, and this will be a great test for this Evanston Red Devil team as we've got some girls basketball coming up for you. Just a single header, just the girls as we focus in on this team. Again, searching for their first win, coming off that loss at Campbell County. They've been road tested. Now they're all the way in a different state to face this Ogden team that is starting 2-4. They come off of a loss to Farmington, Utah as well. So we've got two teams that will be very hungry and a very competitive game coming up for you as we continue the pregame show. We've still got that Independent Software Solutions starting lineups coming for you, but that'll be after the break on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil basketball on mylocalradio.com.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face to face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Here with Evanston indoor track coach Roy Barker. Coach Barker, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us. The WHSAA has just approved indoor track to happen for the 2021 season. Do you care to kind of touch on what that's going to look like and compared to some other seasons that we've seen?
Yeah, I think they're going to, just practice-wise, just like every sport, is going to have some modifications where you work out in pods and small groups. So if there is a situation with the quarantining, that it doesn't affect as many people. But the biggest change we're going to see is the amount of competitions we're going to be able to go to. Simplot and Idaho State's already been canceled. They're not going to let us travel out of state. All the Utah meets have been canceled. So we're only going to be able to get maybe 1 or 2 meets before state. So that's one of the biggest changes. And then the state qualifying will be a big change. They're only going to take the top 8 who qualify to state. So those are the big changes we're going to see.
With only having 2 chances to qualify for state, as you mentioned, only 8 guys or 8 girls from each event. It's not like you're going to have a quarterfinal, semifinal, all that stuff. Only 8. How important does your guys' training regimen become now in this season?
Well, it's going to be interesting because it also depends on when they allow us to go to those meets.
Okay.
So we might be scheduled to go to a meet because they're going to tell us when we go to Casper or when we go to Gillette. And so if it's early in the training, then it's going to be more difficult. If it's later, hopefully you get an opportunity later in this year. And so we'll see how that works out. We've always kind of focused on the outdoor season. We train for the indoor to get to the outdoor. And so we always take that focus. We don't we try to peak at the indoor time for indoor season, but that's not the end all, I guess, for us. And so we'll try to keep that philosophy in mind, as well as the track kids will, we train from January to May is basically what we look at. And then for the kids that end up going and playing soccer, they have a little different mentality about the whole thing for indoor. So their training could be a little different.
What are some things that you're super excited about for this 2021 season, whether that be just the opportunity to have a season, or if there's any athletes that you can think of that you're super excited to see how they perform? What makes you jazzed about 2021?
As a dad, watching my son lose his senior year of track last year in outdoor, that was hard to watch. He had put in a lot of time just as a father to watch that, and then to have it be taken away from him. And then as a coach, to see all my kids, it was a little different perspective as well, to see all those seniors lose that opportunity. And so for me, I just am really excited those kids hopefully will not lose that, as of right now, it looks good that they won't lose that opportunity to compete. I think that's what I'm most looking forward to, is that these seniors, will get a chance to compete, whether it be 2 meets or 10 meets, that they get a chance to compete. Because watching what that happened last spring was pretty just pretty crappy to watch, to watch your kids go through that, and because they work so hard for something. So that's what I'm most excited for, is just that opportunity to go compete for those kids.
You were on the coaching staff for the varsity football team this fall, so you kind of got a front row seat to what the kind of the restrictions do to practices and stuff like that. What things were you able to learn in the fall that you think you guys will be able to put into practice in the winter in order to give us a successful winter season?
Well, just the sheer fact that we're outside in football and then watching the basketball coaches and wrestling coaches come inside, and, just the limitations. The indoor setup is going to be so much more difficult than the outdoor sports because of spacing, right? Mm-hmm. And so I could just see indoor and outdoor seasons being completely different. And so that to me is going to be the thing that, that maybe I've learned. I'm actually going to watch the basketball and wrestling, see how they go and how they do it, and what works for them, what doesn't work for them. Because being inside and outside is going to be a big difference. I think even with indoor and outdoor track is going to be a big difference. The supervision of the kids is going to be difficult, in the building. So when we're practicing, you're only allowed to have, so big of groups. Well, how to supervise all those groups. And so that's going to be difficult. But the one thing I did learn is that, the travel, if we do have cases, and how to protect ourselves, and not protect ourselves necessarily from the disease, but protect ourselves from being quarantined and losing your team to quarantining. Keeping the kids with their masks on and all that kind of stuff is, you got to be very diligent on the bus and when they're together and things like that.
If I could, I want to take you back to March last year where, as you mentioned, that whole deal happened with the spring sports. Do you feel like now that we're a little bit more into it, that we are much more better knowledgeable and much more better equipped to handle sports in this type of climate?
Absolutely. Just with the spacing and being able to isolate ourselves a little bit and control the competitions. But it took time to get to those restrictions, and it took time to figure out what's going to be best. And so I'm actually, kids are resilient. So I'm actually really excited to see them go compete and see them get through it. And I think they're going to be fine. I think it's us as adults, the ones that struggle with it more than anything.
Absolutely. And we're going to keep up with you guys as much as we can every step of the way. That is Coach Roy Barker, indoor track and outdoor track coach for Evanston High School. Coach, thank you so much for your time. Anything else?
No, thank you for calling me.
Big thanks to Elon Olive for catching up with Coach Barker, the track coach. They are announcing the starting lineups for the Ogden Tigers, so that seems like an opportune time to take a look at those Independent Software Solutions starting lineups. Independent Software Solutions, let us be your IT guy. Here they are for the Red Devils. Number 2, Mia Barker, standing at 5'7". Cambry Brown will check in to start the game, followed by Heidi Barton, Nayeli Moda, and Stacia Barker wearing the big number 44. We'll put 8 minutes on the clock. The first quarter about to get underway. And again, thank you so much for joining us live from Ogden High School. Red Devils looking for their first win of the season. My name is Colin Holt, and I appreciate you tuning in. Red Devils will be in those red uniforms. They'll go left to right. Ogden in their home whites with the orange trim. They will go right to left on your radio dial. If you're watching us on mylocalradio.com, Devils on the left, Tigers on the right. And we will have an actual tip-off, something we might not be used to from the state of Wyoming, as they've just been flipping a coin to decide who's going to get the ball first. But here in Utah, we can have an actual tip-off, and we will be underway after said tip-off. And the Red Devils will win it near side. A scramble for it as Cambry Brown comes up with the basketball. It will be a jump ball, though, and they give it to the Ogden Tigers, going right back the other way. There's 15 seconds gone and already plenty of action in this one. Tigers going right to work near corner, and away we go. Back out to the wing for Ogden. First quarter action live from Ogden High School. Red Devils making about an hour drive. They go inside to the post, connect with Julianne Stein, and she puts it up and in. Our first points of the game come from the team in white, and now the Red Devils will have to answer. So here comes Evanston, right side of the court, and the far side from my sports broadcast booth. It's stolen away. Ogden working right back down with it. Ashlyn White had it, and a foul called, as this time they will get Heidi Barton for her first foul of the game. And a quick substitution here for Coach Fessler is onto the floor. We'll check Caitlin DeRue. So DeRue is in now for the Devils, and the Tigers will have an inbound play from the far sideline. And along that far sideline, here come the Tigers, as working with it there for Ogden is Ashley Christensen. Reverses course, gives to Caitlin Richardson. Long three ball, it rattles home. And Ogden has got themselves a 5-0 lead here on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils back to work. They'll look to get on the board here and start their comeback. Almost a double dribble, but able to save it there is Mackenzie Porter. Porter going to work as she gives it to Heidi Barton, right-handed, and back up to Porter. Working it along the arc. Back into the corner for the Red Devils. That was Caitlin DeRue for a moment. Quick catch and shoot three for Heidi Barton. Splish splash. She sinks it, and it's a 2-point game. Tigers right back with it the other way. Mia Barker down the right sideline, covering Ashlyn White as she goes to the hoop, lays it high off the glass and in, and it's back to a 4-point lead for the Tigers. Heidi Barton will bring it across for the Devils, left to right in the red uniforms with the dark blue trim for the Red Devils. Right wing, that is Caitlin DeRue. She stands at 5 foot, the junior. Taking it to the corner, there goes Mackenzie Porter back inside from the elbow. First shot and first touch of the day for Stacia Barker, and she can't get it to fall. So up the near sideline, here comes Ashlyn White, the ball handler for the Tigers. Near wing it goes, Ashley Christensen. Christensen working back up, open three-pointer, launched by Julian Stein. It's no good, but the offensive board hauled in by Ashlyn White. Back out to the wing for Stein. Free throw line and inside, trying to fire it down low, backdoor to find Lucy Ballard, but she was fouled on the pass. And I think the referee may have mistaken that for a shot, so we will have 2 free throws for the first time today. 5:33 to go in the first quarter. It's been a back-and-forth matchup thus far, but a 7-3 lead for the Ogden Tigers as we've got ourselves an Independent Software Solutions free throw. First one is up and good. Julianne Stein drains it. Make it a 5-point lead for the Tigers now. Stein's second free throw, no good, but it's going to be a lane violation called against the shooter. Stein stepped over that charity stripe. Off the court goes Caitlin DeRue, and the Red Devils will have an inbound pass underneath the basket, and away we go. Heidi Barton brings it down the floor for Evanston. Right wing, some space for Mackenzie Porter, but she goes right back up to Barton. Porter shuffling the feet. Right side, back up to Barton at the point. Into the corner goes Porter. Now she picks up her dribble and she's in trouble. Looking for an outlet and finds it in Heidi Barton. Back to the point and across to the opposite side. Barker lobs one inside and somehow Stacia Barker comes away with it. Back up top, Heidi Barton run into there, and the foul will go against Ogden's Caitlin Richardson. With 5:01 remaining, that is the first team foul called against this team out of Ogden, Utah. And so it'll be a near side throw in for the Red Devils. Honors done by Mackenzie Porter, and back up to Heidi Barton. Barton running the point for the Red Devils. We try to go back inside to Stacia, and it's stolen away. Ogden coming with pace back the other way. Ashlyn White walking her way into the paint. She puts it up and in, and now it's a 7-point Ogden lead, 10-3. Coach Fessler was thinking about a timeout for a moment there, decided not to go with one and let her team play on, or his team, I should say. Inside they go to the elbow, out for a long three-pointer, just off the right side of the rim by Heidi Barton, out of bounds, last touched by the Red Devils. Ogden will have to go the full length on the inbound pass here with 4:28 remaining in the opening frame. You're listening live on KNYN, watching on mylocalradio.com. Near side handling it is going to be Caitlin Richardson as she crosses the timeline with it. Richardson waiting and surveying her options now for the Tigers. Inside all by herself, an opportunity there for Ashlyn White. She couldn't get it to fall, however, and the Red Devils take right back over with a defensive board. That's Heidi Barton bringing it down the floor for Evanston. Near side Porter, one dribble and back up. Barton pulls up from the free throw line, fires it down to the baseline, across for Stacia, and it's kicked out of bounds by Ogden's Ashley Christensen. Substitution on the way for both teams, and for the Red Devils, Cambry Brown will check in, the 5'5 senior onto the floor for Evanston. 3:56 to go. It's 10 points for Ogden, 3 for the Evanston Red Devils. On the baseline, Mia Barker slaps the ball, gets it in play to Stacia, who's on the far block. Outside for a short corner jumper. Mia Barker puts it away for 2. And here comes Ogden right back the other way as their lead is cut down to 5. White quickly down to the block. She is blocked on the way. Stacia Barker got the paw on it. and deflected it away. And so Evanston's right back on offense, trailing by just 5, although Ogden has controlled a majority of this game. Barton handles at the point for Evanston. Near side given to the near block for Stacia Barker. Almost lost it, but right back out where Cambry Brown collects it, and now a timeout called by the Red Devils. We'll take a quick break as well on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest, so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Live look at the Red Devil bench, and Jeremy Fessler, the head coach, trying to lead his team back into this one as they trail by 5. And right back to action we go. Near side inbound pass. Heidi Barton tries to slice right down the lane. Instead, she dishes to her left, finds Emily Sawyer, and she's off the glass and in for another 2. One possession game now. Ogden leading 10-7 on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3:04 to go in the first quarter. And at the point, Ogden right back to work. That's Julianne Stein right down the lane, too hard off the glass, and Stacia Barker with a nice strong rebound to rip it away from the Tigers. And the Red Devils now with a chance to pull within 1 or even tie at this point. Heidi Barton at the point for Evanston, dribbling right down the right side of the lane. She pulls up and puts it away. It's a 1-point game. 2:35 remaining on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 10-9 Ogden. Right back the other way. Here comes Caitlin Richardson, the senior point guard. Gives it near side for Mandy Bergeson. Swing it all the way to the opposite wing now. Right side, Rachel Davis working with it for the Tigers. Trying to give it back across. Almost intercepted by Barton. Instead, a floater will go off the glass and in. Caitlin Richardson off balance. Gets it to go for the Tigers. Barton right back the other way. Here comes Evanston. Barton at the point. Back down by 3 are the Red Devils on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kick it back out to the left wing. As handling it there is Mia Barker. Looking for decisions. Now she gives it up to Sawyer. Thought about a shot. Instead gives it right. Inside Stacia Barker. 1-on-1. She's fouled as she goes up against Julianne Stein. And she will be at the line. 1:54 remaining. Here comes some more of those Independent Software Solutions free throws for Stacia Barker. And what an impact she has had on this team over the last few years. Putting up big numbers already with 12.3 points per game in the Red Devils' first 3 games. She puts up the first free throw, and she hits it. 1:54 to go. We've got ourselves a 2-point game. Independent Software Solutions, let us be your IT guy as Barker stands at the line. Red Devils again wearing the red uniforms, blue and white trim against the Ogden Tigers in the all-white with the orange trim. Noise from the Ogden cheerleaders will not distract Stacia Barker. She puts the second one away and then heads to the bench after making it a 1-point game once again here between Ogden and Evanston. 1:54 to go in the first quarter. 12-11, Ogden in front. Across half court, Caitlin Richardson to her right gives it over to Nestle. That's Ashlyn White. And Ashlyn White to the near side, Rachel Davis. Bounce to the block, into the post. There goes Mandy Bergeson. Kick it back out. Back to the point. Ogden resets the offense. White trying to go baseline. She stopped there and took too many steps. And a real nice job of closing off the lane to the hoop by Emily Sawyer. She slid right over, almost textbook defense, and they don't teach you those things in school, kids, as she got in the way and forced the travel. So here come the Red Devils with a chance to take the lead. Barton has it, the senior. Gives it to her right for Cambry Brown. Barton dribbling to her right, got to the elbow. Brown open for 3, near side. No good, but all by herself for the rebound is Barker. She'll put it back up, and she is fouled. To the line goes Mia Barker. 1:12 remaining, and now Barker has a chance to tie and or give the Red Devils the lead with some Independent Software Solutions free throws. Red Devils on the right side of the court on your radio dial. Mia Barker at the line. Barker off the left side. First one is no good. 0 for 3 on free throws, make it 0 for 4 now on free throws this season for Mia. Could tie it here. That one will bounce off the backside of the rim. The rebound is loose, corralled by White for Ogden. So here comes White, far sideline, tries to lob it up inside. Quick passing by Ogden, get it to the near wing, almost stolen. Instead, a three-pointer for the Tigers is no good, and now the Red Devils have a breakaway. Back the other way, there goes Barton. Slings it across the key to Mia Barker, and her shot is batted out of bounds. Red Devil fans wanted a foul. They won't get it, but they will get an inbound play from the baseline underneath the hoop. It's Cambry Brown who will do the honors. Red Devils stacked along the left side of the lane. She slaps the ball, gets the play in motion, and the ball is in bounds, almost stolen away. Instead, it's right back to Barton. Quick three-pointer, comes up short for Caitlin DeRue, left side. Offensive board for Mia Barker again, and she can't get it to go. Ball out of bounds. Red Devils will maintain possession. The offensive rebounds for Evanston, keeping them in the game at this point as we get to the waning moments of the first quarter. 37.9 remaining. It's a 12-11 Ogden lead. Inbound pass swung up to Heidi Barton at the point. Barton down to the corner. There's Cambry Brown. Far side. Brown dribbles once and gives back to Barton. And now on the right wing, that is Caitlin DeRue holding and back up to Barton at the point as that pass trying to go to Cambry Brown is deflected out of bounds by Ashlyn White with the quick hands. White is speedy. She's all of 5'5", but she has been a force to be reckoned with for the Tigers thus far. Barton waiting things out with 15 seconds and counting remaining in the first quarter. Bounce it to the near wing for DeRue and right back up to Barton. Swing it over to Cambry Brown. Barton again. Inside of 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Brown for three. It rims out. No good. And Ogden has the rebound. Can't get a shot off before the end of the first quarter, but how about the Red Devils surging back in the opening frame to make it a one-point game as we go to break and catch our breaths on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston High School Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by T-Bar S Body Shop. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call 307-789-2639. And by Hoover Chiropractic. Dr. Todd Hoover does all of the chiropractic work you need, as well as blood work, dietary supplements, a weight loss program, x-rays, and can help you get rid of migraines and allergies. Call Hoover Chiropractic at 307-789-0043.
Colin Holt welcoming you courtside once again at Ogden High School, just north of Salt Lake City in Utah. Red Devils will have the inbound play from the near sideline, I should say, to start the second quarter, trailing 12-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And moving off to her left, trying to turn the corner on the defense, was Heidi Barton. She is fouled. That is team foul number 3 going against the Tigers. Make it team foul number 4. And an inbounds from the far sideline will be done by Abby Rigby, the junior. Rigby slaps the ball and gives back up to her teammate Barton, who's been the primary ball handler for the Red Devils thus far. Barton back over and inside to Barker at the free throw line. Kick it back out to Barton, long three, misses left, and now a tie-up on the rebound. A jump ball, as fighting for it was Cambry Brown, and the possession arrow favors the Ogden Tigers. 7:39 remaining in the first half. We're in the second quarter now, with Ogden holding on to a slim 1-point lead, leading by as many as 5 at one point in that first quarter, however. So Ogden right quickly to work, and out of bounds it goes. Last touched by the Tigers, and good defense credited to Abby Rigby to get the ball back for the Red Devils, giving them yet another chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. Barton across the big O logo at center court here in Ogden. trying to feed it inside to Stacia Barker. Loose ball. Barker dives for it, keeps it alive, and gets it to Barton at the free throw line. Barton, pull-up jumper, no! Off the left side of the iron. Inside, there goes Cambry Brown, and she can't get it to fall. Ashlyn White right back the other way for Ogden. Now she slows things down as she reaches the right wing. White waiting, now driving baseline. Barton's on defense there, near corner. Three-pointer is up and good. Swish for Ashley Christensen, and the Tigers lead balloons to 4, 15-11. Dangerous pass near side, and now a foul as they got the ball to Cambry Brown, and she was fouled. Boy, she had to go up on tiptoes to keep that ball in bounds with 6:47 remaining in the second quarter. We've got a 15-11 lead for Ogden on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Near side, that is Cambry Brown. Long pass to the opposite wing. Three-pointer is up, no good. Air ball. Cambry Brown gets the board. She's blocked, got it back, and then was blocked again. And here come the Tigers. With pace, Ogden right back down the other way, and an offensive or a defensive foul called there as Ashley Christensen was going quickly. And I thought there might be a chance that that would be an offensive foul, but I don't think the Evanston defender got her feet set quickly enough to draw a charge or an offensive player control foul with 6:27 remaining. Here comes some independent software solution free throws, and the first one is good to make it a 5-point lead for the Tigers. Back into the game for Evanston comes Mia Barker, and also onto the court Kendall Fessler, the 5'5 sophomore. Another free throw on the way now for Ashley Christensen. And Christensen unable to knock down the second of 2 free throws on a shooting foul. So here comes Fessler handing the basketball. Gives it to her right for Barker all the way back across. That's Abby Rigby. Swing it back to Mia Barker. Mia dribbles to the elbow and kicks it back out. Three-pointer, catch and shoot. Abby Rigby, air ball, too long. And now a travel called against Mia Barker. Took too many steps along the baseline near side. Just outside of 6 minutes until we reach halftime between the Red Devils and the Tigers with a 5-point Ogden lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Ashlyn White bringing the ball up for Ogden. White looking for options, not seeing anything she likes quite yet, as now she gives it to her left and connects there with Ashley Christensen. Up top and now to the right wing. Ogden trying to move the ball quickly, but good defense by the Red Devils. Corner three-pointer is up and no good off the hand of Christensen. Offensive rebound and a shot that is off the back of the iron for Rachel Davis. Fessler comes up with it for the Red Devils and moves quickly back the opposite direction. Near wing, Mia Barker down low to Stacia Barker. In the post, she battles. It bounces on the rim and falls off. Mia Barker gets the offensive board. Stacia gets another offensive board, and that time it goes for the Red Devils, and it's a 3-point game again. Ashlyn White quickly on the right sideline for Ogden. Near wing, three-pointer is up and no good by Rachel Davis, but an offensive rebound gets it into the corner. Here come the Tigers, back out to Christensen and across to White. White into the corner. Davis going to try again from the opposite side, and that time she gets it to go. 19-13 Ogden on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard inside of 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Into the corner for Mia Barker, trying to go to Stacia inside, and a reach-around foul called against Ogden. I believe that was Rachel Davis who committed the infraction, the senior power guard, 5'10". And 2 substitutions coming on for the Red Devils. Back into the game is Emily Sawyer, and then Wilson will also be on the floor for the Red Devils. Quick timeout, and we'll be right back. 4:41 remaining. Red Devils within striking distance. On a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston basketball on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
return to Ogden High School. The Red Devils have been threatening to tie or take the lead, but have not done so quite yet. Although they trail by 6, 4:41 remaining, it is 19-13 Ogden in front. Cullen Holt filling in for Elin Olive as Evanston will have a baseline inbound pass to get us going once again here in the second quarter. Mia Barker puts it in play, finds for a moment Emily Sawyer, but a quick jump ball, and the Red Devils will keep possession. Mia Barker has had a big day on the boards, quite a few offensive rebounds for her already, as Mia Barker holds on to the basketball, feeds it inside. Quick dribble and a shot up by Lily Johnson. It's going to be no good. Loose ball in the middle of the floor, though, and another jump ball coming. This time, though, it will be Ogden, who is on the favorable end of the possession arrow this time. Quick inbound pass near side, just drop it down into the offensive zone. Dump and chase almost hockey style as Caitlin Richardson catches up with it. Pass all the way back across is deflected. Now a foot race for it, won by Melia Wilson. Wilson holds up for the Red Devils at the free throw line. Now she's looking for options, gives it to the near side. Three-pointer is up and no good off the front side of the rim. Kendall Fessler was trying the three ball, couldn't get it to fall, and so 4:11 to go. Ball out of bounds, and it'll be Red Devil basketball. So standing to the right of the backboard is Mia Barker. She goes into the far corner. Kick it back out to Fessler at the point. Fessler holding, now giving right side for Mia Barker. And a pass down low goes through the hands of Lily Johnson and out of bounds. But it was tipped on the way, they say, by a Tiger player. So Evanston will hang on to possession here, down by 6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4:02 to go in the second quarter. Mia Barker slings it along the baseline near side. Pass down low. Lily Johnson turns and puts it in. So Johnson gets on the stat sheet inside of 4 minutes remaining until halftime. Ashlyn White brings the ball up for Ogden. Right wing she goes. Tight defense by Evanston in almost a 2-3 as the ball is turned over and taken away. There goes Wilson down the court. Wilson left side of the lane across to Mia Barker, short corner. Jumper no good. Offensive rebound high off the glass and in. Emily Sawyer there to clean things up. She finishes the job and it's a 2-point game. 19-17 Ogden on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3:20 to go in the second quarter. Ashlyn White working with it. Gives inside. Rachel Davis trying to bully her way into the paint. Instead, a corner three for Caitlin Richardson. Will not fall. Off the front side of the cup. No good. And Mia Barker sprints away with it. Left sideline. Barker now slows up at the left wing as she jump stops. Looking to give it back to her point guard, who is not open at the moment, so she goes to Lily Johnson on the far block instead. Turns and heaves one with a prayer that's no good. Ashlyn White by herself. Step on the defense for Ogden. White goes off the glass and in, and the Tigers are back in front by 2 possessions, 21-17. 2:40 remaining in the first quarter, or the first half, I should say, second quarter. And a quick timeout by Coach Fessler and the Red Devils. Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard reads 21-17 Tigers in the second quarter. We'll step aside, be back on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com, a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston basketball.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest, so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Cullen Holt pinch hitting for Elin Olive on a Wednesday evening. Evanston Red Devil girls basketball going head-to-head with the Tigers of Ogden, Utah. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got a 21-17 lead for Ogden on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 2:36 remaining in the second quarter, and the inbound pass for the Red Devils will come from the far side out of an Evanston timeout. Wilson has it. Heidi Barton back into the game, the point guard for the Red Devils. They got to hurry to get it across the line. Spinning with it is Wilson, and she double dribbles. And the Red Devils, who have been right on Ogden's heels all game long, you kind of feel, although it's early in this game, that they don't want to waste possessions in a game against a team that can score as easily as Ogden has proven they can when they need to. And they've answered almost all of Evanston's points, keeping the Red Devils from tying or taking the lead all game long, as close as it has been. Now Stacia Barker will be called for a foul on the inbounds. That will be team foul number 4 on the Red Devils. So a sideline inbound pass from the near side coming again for Ashley Christensen and the Tigers. But Barker just with the hand on the back of the athlete she was defending, and that was a little too much for the referee's liking. So Stacia will have a seat. Ogden will have the inbound pass, and it goes to Ashlyn White wearing number 1. And now a travel, as taking steps before she dribbled was Ashley Christensen, who got it right back from Ashlyn White on the inbound pass. So here come the Red Devils. That is Abby Rigby trying to go into Barton. Ashlyn White was all over it, and it's touched by Barton last, according to the near side referee. So Ogden will have an inbound play from there. Again, it's Ashley Christensen who slaps the ball, and the ball is batted back out of bounds by Emily Sawyer. So Sawyer able to reach that left hand around and get it out of bounds. Here comes Ogden again, back up for a long two-pointer that will rattle around and find its way down to the bottom of the cup. A shot made by Julianne Stein. Barton having trouble with it on a dangerous pass. And this press by Ogden giving Evanston a little trouble here. Abby Rigby gets it across, and a pass sails up over the head of Cambry Brown near side and out of bounds. Ogden's defense has netted them now a 6-point lead, forcing Evanston to waste possessions essentially. And Ogden starting to rebuild that cushion. Ashlyn White has it. Right sideline. It'd be interesting to see if Evanston decides to go into some sort of pressure defense at some point too, with Ogden being able to bring the ball up virtually unhindered. Baseline drive for Ashlyn White. Getting the hand in to knock it away, though, is Cambry Brown. She pokes it out of bounds, and it will be Tiger basketball under the hoop. Standing on the left eye of the Tiger face that is painted on the baseline here at Ogden High School. To put the ball in play, I believe that is Ashley Christensen, and it is, who slaps the ball, gets the play moving. It's out of the hands of Julianne Stein, but she collects it near corner, and a foul as she dribbles to her right. They'll get Mia Barker this time for the Red Devils. There's team foul number 5 for Evanston. So another inbound pass coming, as it was a foul on the ground, not a shooting foul. And here comes Ashley Christensen again. Christensen surveying her options. Now the play gets in motion. Way up over the top. She's going to connect with Caitlin Richardson. Richardson holding and waiting. Right-handed, one-handed pass. She bounces it to the right wing. Inside they try to go to Ashlyn White, but it's out of her reach. White was blanket covered by Cambry Brown, the senior. And so it will be an inbound play for the Red Devils. Abby Rigby will get us going again. Rigby up to Cambry Brown and back to Rigby. They want to go to Heidi Barton, but Ashlyn White has her pretty well covered. Barton is going to get the pass, though, far sideline. Now heaves it, and a miscommunication turns it over to Ogden. Ashlyn White back outside. Open three-pointer for Richardson. That'll be no good. Bouncing high off of the rim. Kept alive by the Red Devils. Cambry Brown ran it down. Rigby has it, moving right side. She'll get away from one defender, and as she tries to pass it down the sideline, she throws it out of bounds and out of the reach of Cambry Brown. 1:05 to go in the second quarter. 23-17 Ogden on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. This inbound play will come from the near corner, far right side. Ogden will give it to Ashlyn White, and again, Red Devils just going to pick her up at half court. It's Cambry Brown who has the tough assignment of Ashlyn White on defense. A little give and go action for Ogden. The pass is out of the reach. Mia Barker picks it up for the Red Devils. Barker down to the left wing where she stops there. Brown, quick catch and release from the right wing. No good off the backboard. Loose ball on the ground, and it's collected by Mandy Bergerson. Ogden with speed back the other way. Long pass to the near elbow. Quick turn and shoot for Julianne Stein, and she is fouled. So she'll be headed to the line for a pair with 31.6 remaining. On that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, Ogden leading 23-17 on there. Some more of these Independent Software Solutions free throws. Let us be your IT guy. And Stein's first free throw is nothing but net to make it a 7-point Tiger lead. Late substitutions in the first half now for the Red Devils as Heidi Barton and Lily Johnson check back in. Just outside of half a minute remaining in this second quarter. Stein will shoot again. Stein, 50% free throw shooter thus far this season for an Ogden team that is 2-4. Misses her second one there. Inside of 25 seconds to go, Barton gives it across and finds Caitlin DeRue. Back to Barton at the point. Middle of the court, down to Lily Johnson. Near side all the way across. Ashlyn White gets the fingertips on it. They can't keep it in bounds. Far sideline. 10 seconds remaining in the first half. 24-17 Ogden. Red Devils would love some momentum going into the locker room at halftime. Can they get it, though, as DeRue fires the ball into Mia Barker. Barker bounces it over. Heidi Barton, 4 seconds to shoot. Back across to Caitlin DeRue. Down to Mia Barker. Catches, releases, and goes off the back of the iron. A doink to finish the first half. Red Devils with great effort, staying within reach of the Ogden Tigers. It's 24-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as we come to the end of the second quarter. We've got that Independent Software Solutions halftime show coming up for you, as well as the Edward Jones Brandon Day first half highlights. So plenty of stuff coming up. Stay tuned, and then we'll have the second half for you after that. All of it on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston basketball on mylocalradio.com and KNYN 99.1 FM.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Right back courtside at Ogden High School in Ogden, Utah. Cullen Holt alongside you for this one. That was quite the first half. A 24-17 lead, however, for the Ogden Tigers on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. As we welcome you back, but we start this Independent Software Solutions halftime show. Almost everybody in the starting lineup, as well as quite a few bench players contributing for this Red Devil team as they face a very talented Ogden squad looking for their first win of the season. Ogden looking to bounce back after a loss as they are at 2-4. It makes for a very competitive and high-intensity matchup. We'll break it down a little bit more later on as well as have those Edward Jones, Brandon Day first half highlights coming to you live on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston basketball on mylocalradio.com and K9 Radio.
Two roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when two roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less travel. Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Let's continue the Independent Software Solutions halftime show by checking in with the Edward Jones, Brandon Day first half highlights. There were a lot of them, including some long balls, some long shots made by the Red Devils that are keeping them in this game up to this point. 24-17 is the Ogden lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, as we're about 5.5 minutes away from starting the third quarter. But the biggest highlight from the first half, the biggest takeaway has got to be the offensive rebound for the Evanston Red Devils. They have racked them up offensively, and they have kept, for the most part, Ogden from getting those second chance baskets on the other end. And that bodes well for the Red Devils. They're averaging 6.7 offensive rebounds per game and giving up 10.7 offensive rebounds per game. They seem to have reversed that trend in this game against the Ogden Tigers, and that seems to have gone a long way to keep them close at halftime, as it's just a 7-point lead for Ogden on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Most notably, Mia Barker hauled in a good handful of those offensive rebounds to get the Red Devils within one a couple of times, although they could never just get over that hump and get it to a tie or a lead. But that being said, the Red Devils are well within striking distance against this Ogden team, and we'll have the second half for you coming up pretty soon. Those were the Edward Jones, Brandon Day first half highlights. Put the power of personal attention to work for you with Edward Jones. Tailored strategies, personalized service, and long-term financial solutions. So call Brandon Day with Edward Jones to schedule an appointment. That's 307-789-0925. Edward Jones, Brandon Day. By the way, this is the Independent Software Solutions halftime show. Dealing with computer problems can be frustrating. I know it, you know it, and they make you wish for your own personal IT guy. Now, everyone can afford an IT guy with Independent Software Solutions, who has served customers in Wyoming and Utah for over 20 years. We write software, handle systems, and network administration. We repair personal and business computers and sell accessories. Independent Software Solutions is your one-stop computer business solution. So call today, 307-789-1978. That's 789-1978. Let Independent Software Solutions be your IT guy. We'll take a break and have that second half for you when we come back on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil basketball on mylocalradio.com and on K9 Radio.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
Two roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when two roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less traveled. Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Who's ready for some second half basketball action? The Red Devils trying to climb back into this one against the Ogden Tigers. Evanston in the red away uniforms with the navy and white trim. The Ogden Tigers in the all-white with the orange trim. Red Devils bench on the left side, Ogden's on the right. Evanston head coach Jeremy Fessler likely making some adjustments at halftime. There were things that worked for the Red Devils and things that didn't work quite as well. But it is 24-17 with the Ogden team in front on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard at the moment. I'm Colin Holm filling in for Elin Olive. The Tigers will have the basketball to start this third quarter. And on the floor for the Red Devils will be a big-time lineup. Mia Barker, Heidi Barton, Cambry Brown, Naeli Moda, and Stacia Barker will be on the floor for the Red Devils as we get this second half underway. Near side inbound pass for Ogden coming from Ashley Christensen. Into the point guard, that is Ashlyn White. As the Ogden team goes left to right on your radio dial, down to the far side. And a foul going to be called against Cambry Brown as she was one-on-one with Ashley Christensen at the top of the arc. First team foul of the second half for the Red Devils. Just 11 seconds into this third quarter. Down to Ashlyn White, baseline. Moda is playing defense as White goes up with it, and Moda commits the foul, so White will have Independent Software Solutions free throws with 7:45 to go. Two quick fouls for the Red Devils out of the halftime break as Ashlyn White goes to the line. Shooting two, the first one is up and no good, missing it wide right. 38% free throw shooter coming into today on the season. So the senior fires up another free throw, and that one will not fall either. Cambry Brown gets the rebound and wants to move it quickly. Up ahead to Moda right wing. Now she reverses course to the point and gives to Barton. Heidi Barton slowing things down to her right and to Moda on that side. Moda back up to Barton, waiting for somebody to come open. Now she charges to the point, gives to Moda, open for three. No good. Barker's there for the rebound. She can't put it back up and in, and it's stolen away by Cambry Brown. She ripped it out of the hands of Ashley Christensen, but not until after the referees had called a jump ball. And the Red Devils will have possession. Baseline, lob it inside. Stacia Barker in the paint. Kick it back out, open for three. That one is up and good. Mackenzie Porter knocks it down. 4-point game thanks to Porter's three. Caitlin Richardson back to work for Ogden. Ashlyn White to the free throw line. Kick out left wing. And back down inside, far block. There's Julianne Stein. Up top to White and across. There goes Caitlin Richardson. High arcing three-pointer. Just glances off the front side of the hoop. And Mia Barker holds up. to give it back at the point to Barton. Barton almost has it stolen away instead of jump ball as Ashlyn White jumped in to tie that one up. Ogden will have possession, leading 24-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 6:40 remaining in this third quarter. Caitlin Richardson, the senior point guard, will get it. Crosses the half-court logo, and moving to her right, she's going to motion players away from her to give her some more space. Try to pick and roll, nothing doing. Stacia Barker is at the point against her, and that pass tipped by Barker and almost taken away by the Red Devils. Instead, Ashlyn White tries to go down the lane. She loses it for a moment. Barker's on the ground and gets it away. Mia Barker by herself now. Right side, jump stop, off the backboard and in. We've got a 2-point game. 24-22 Ogden. Stacia Barker stole it away. Mia Barker finished on the other end. Coast to coast Red Devils. Inside of 6 minutes remaining in the third, Ashlyn White lowers the shoulder and gets fouled as Mackenzie Porter will be written up. 5:55 remaining in the third. That is team foul number 3 for the Red Devils. Substitution for Ogden as back into the game comes Rachel Davis. We saw her knock down a triple in the first half. Inbound play to Caitlin Richards. This time a much more reasonable matchup as she goes against Mackenzie Porter. Into the corner, 3 ball off the near side of the rim, and the defensive board hauled in there by Cambry Brown. Mackenzie Porter across half court. She handles the basketball for Evanston. Porter to the near side. Heidi Barton to the elbow. There's Stacia Barker. Back to the left wing and all the way across. Barton thought about a shot instead. To her right, she dribbles and bounces. Gets it right back. Barton inside, pulls up, and that ticks every bounce on the rim it can before falling off. But Mia Barker with another offensive board. She can't get it to fall, but she is fouled. So 5:18 remaining. Independent Software Solutions free throws on the way for Mia Barker. 24-22 Ogden. Barker at the line. Independent Software Solutions, let us be your IT guy. And Barker knocks it down. It's a 1-point game once again. Barker coming into this game again 0 for 3 on free throws, but she makes that one there, and she forces Ogden to call a timeout as head coach Wesley Padilla wants to talk things over with his team. Red Devils down by just 1, 5:18 to go in the third frame on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston basketball on mylocalradio.com and K9 Radio.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils. West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Noise from the Ogden crowd as Barker unable to connect on the second free throw. But how about Cambry Brown with the hustle? Forces the jump ball, and the possession arrow pointing to the Red Devils. Now with a chance to take the lead, down 24-23 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Back live on mylocalradio.com and K9 Radio. Barker going up with it, and she travels. Got the ball off the inbound pass, had a good look at it. Stacia Barker with some good size inside, 6'1", and she's just a junior too, so keep that in mind for next season. But here comes Caitlin Richards for Ogden. Up ahead to Julianne Stein, who has a shot knocked away. Collected though by Ogden and into the corner. Quick catch and release for the Tigers, no good, and Stacia Barker comes down with the rebound. Mackenzie Porter up to Barton. Heidi Barton left wing. Back to Porter at the point. Porter finds Barker free throw line. Down to Mia Barker in the post far side. Her shot no good. Rebound to Barton. Tried to get it down to Barker, but a whistle will indicate a foul against Ogden. Will it be a shooting foul is the question, and I think early indication is that it will be 2 Independent Software Solutions free throws for Heidi Barton. 24-23 Ogden on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And now Barton's got a chance to tie or take the lead. First one is good. We're tied for the first time since this game was 0-0 to start the contest. 4:39 remaining in the third. Heidi Barton was 50% on free throws coming into this game, had made 5 and shot 10. Independent Software Solutions, let us be your IT guy for the lead, and it's going to rattle around and fall out. Tough one to swallow there, but we're tied at 24 all on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Here comes Ashlyn White for Ogden into the right corner. Got it for a moment to Mandy Bergerson, but it's back up top now to Richards. Into the corner, White dribbles baseline, slings it across, and through the fingers of Mandy Bergerson out of bounds. Red Devils will have it back. Another chance to take the lead here. Remember, they were down by 7 at halftime. They've clawed their way back into this one quickly. We're not even halfway through the third yet. Heidi Barton gets it off the inbound play. Floats it ahead and connects with Lily Johnson. Back out to Barton. All the way across, she heaves it. Cambry Brown lofts it right back to the near side, again to the point, to the free throw line, and lost by Emily Sawyer. Stolen away, Richards up ahead for Ashlyn White. Drives to the hoop, bounces 3 times on the orange edge of the cup, and falls in. 26-24 Tigers on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Press break for Evanston. It works to the free throw line. Johnson kicks back out. Barton for 3. That will bounce high in the air and then fall off. Ashlyn White going quickly for Ogden. Lots of pace for this Tiger team, and she tries to get it to go coast to coast. No good. Cambry Brown on the rebound. Gives back to Heidi Barton. Crosses half court. Now the Red Devils moving quickly. Right wing, that is Mackenzie Porter. Porter holding, now gives back up to Barton. Barton has not yet put the ball on the floor. Down to the right block, inside. Hard move by Lily Johnson, and she's fouled. Good, strong take by Johnson. She found herself open, back door along the baseline. Doesn't have a ton of height at 5'10", especially when you compare her to someone like Stacia Barker, who's 6'1". But she was playing tough inside against some girls that are taller than her, and now she's got a chance to tie it up. 2 Independent Software Solutions free throws. First one will be off the mark just a tad. 26-24 Tigers on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the shot is up and no good. Knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Emily Sawyer, although that was most definitely close. So here come those Tigers right back the other way. Richards has it right at half court. Working there against Barton, who gets a screen to the elbow. Shot up and good as it bounces its way into the cup. Ashley Christensen sinks it, and the lead is back to 4 for the Tigers. Inside of 3 minutes remaining in the third. Middle of the court, lob it up far side. There goes Emily Sawyer. Sawyer along the wing. Back up top, it's Mackenzie Porter. Dangerous pass across to Barton, somehow connects. Barton trying to go down to Sawyer, and she is fouled as she tries to collect the ball. Team foul number 4 against Ogden, and an inbound play coming from the near sideline for the Red Devils. That'll be Abby Rigby who does the honors. Rigby slaps the ball, looks for options, and gives to Barton. Barton holding it near the half-court line. Now she dribbles to her right. Bounces it further to Mackenzie Porter inside, and Emily Sawyer couldn't collect it. Ogden takes over with Richards handling the basketball. Richards up to the three-point line. Now she stops. Richards lobs it into the corner. Shot let fly by Mandy Bergerson, and she hits it for 3. Lead back up to 7 for Ogden. 31-24 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. And a timeout called by Coach Fessler and the Red Devils with 2:08 remaining in the third quarter. We'll step aside. You're tuned into a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston basketball on MyLocalRadio.com and K9 Radio.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, Our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils. West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Red Devils talking things over on the left bench here at the Ogden Tigers Gymnasium. 2:08 remaining in the third, 31-24, Ogden in front. Red Devils have come back to tie it up from 7 down before. They will look to do it again here on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Cullen Holt welcoming you back courtside on MyLocalRadio.com and K9 Radio. Ball's in play for Evanston. Far side inbound pass. Porter has it. At half court, this pressure from Ogden is causing trouble for the Evanston offense. Stacia Barker up ahead to Mia Barker. Now some space for the Red Devils. Into the corner. Porter for 3 from the near corner. No good. And the rebound hauled in by a leaping Abby Rigby, and she is fouled. 15th foul on the Tigers. Red Devils' offensive rebounds has been a key for them today in keeping them alive. Porter into the far corner to Lily Johnson. Up to the wing, right wing, and now to the near side. They spin it all the way to Porter. Trying to go to Stacia Barker, but it's right through her hands, and Ogden takes over. Ashley Christensen down the right side. Tried to thread the needle through to Mandy Bergerson, and Stacia Barker somehow wrestles it away. Mackenzie Porter up the near side down to Mia Barker. Short corner off the glass on a shot by Johnson. Gets her own board and is fouled as she goes up again. Lily Johnson, the junior, will have a couple Independent Software Solutions free throws. Independent Software Solutions, let us be your IT guy. 1:20 to go in the third quarter. 7-point lead for Ogden. Johnson's first of 2 is no good, denied by the backside of the iron. So Johnson will shoot again. These are her first 2 free throws of the season. Putting up just over 3 points per game for the Red Devils. Johnson on the second one, up and good. So now she's a 50% free throw shooter, and not too shabby. 1:20 remaining in the third. That cuts it down to a 6-point Ogden lead at 31-25 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Far sideline, here comes Caitlin Richardson again, the senior, standing at 5'4". Richardson brings it down to the left side, into the corner, picks up her dribble and dishes to White at the point. Back into that far corner. This time Julianne Stein is there against Stacia Barker to the free throw line. Down the right side of the lane. She loops around and can't get the right-handed layup to go. Stacia Barker with good tall defense. Up ahead, there goes Heidi Barton. Barton back across to the point. Mackenzie Porter to Barton left wing as they play catch. Barton wanted to go inside to Barker. Instead, all the way across to the opposite wing. She goes to Abby Rigby. She fires one and knocks it down. Was that a 3 or a very long 2? They're going to call that a 2-pointer. 31-27, a long 2-pointer at that. Baseline cut and a pass down to Mandy Bergerson. Didn't have enough of a handle on it to get the shot off, though, so they reset the offense back up top to Caitlin Richardson. As Richardson waits, she goes up against Barton, who switches with Stacia Barker, and Barker bumps in to Richardson for another foul. That'll be the 4th of the second half for the Red Devils, and Barker's got to watch out in foul trouble. I'm not sure how many she has. She has 3 now, so she'll be replaced for the time being. As onto the game comes Cambry Brown. Brown, the 5'5" senior, as Ogden puts the ball in play from the baseline, almost intercepted, but instead they got it through. Connected with Julianne Stein. She puts it up and in from the right side of the basket. 7 to play in the third, and a quick jump ball. Barton was bringing it up the floor. This will give it back to Ogden with 5.9 on the clock in the third. Already a 6-point lead for the Tigers on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Richardson will put the ball in play as Ogden lines up straight across the half-court line. Now they break and go their separate ways. Back into Rachel Davis at the right wing. Dishes to White to her right. That one's no good, and just dribbling out this third quarter will be Cambry Brown. 33-27. Ogden leading Evanston at the end of the third. We'll go to the final frame on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on MyLocalRadio.com and K9 Radio.
This First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Sports is also brought to you in part by Freeway Tire. With a friendly, knowledgeable, and caring staff, quick and dependable service, as well as great prices, comes together. Call Freeway Tire at 307-789-8632.
8 more minutes for the Red Devils to try to close the gap once again. Down 33-27 on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. I'm Cullen Holt alongside you for this one. An interstate matchup. As the inbound play for the Red Devils goes to Brown, and Barton wanted to go back to Porter. Porter let it go by her, thinking that Brown was standing to her left. She was not, in fact, and so the ball just takes its own trip out of bounds. Ogden right back to work. Caitlin Richardson will bring the ball up and give out the hand signals for the offense as she dribbles to her left and into the corner. Richardson, one-handed pass over to Rachel Davis. Feeds now to the near side. Ashley Christensen into the corner. Back up top, and a shot no good, wide left from Stein. Rebound collected by Porter. And now Barton brings it up to Porter. Near sideline. Porter across to the far wing. Inside Mia Barker. Goes up and is fouled on the way. Unless they call that a jump ball, and they did. Julianne Stein was able to get all ball on that one, according to the baseline referee, which means that it's Ogden basketball here. Tigers taking over. Stein bringing it up now for the Tigers. All five spread out along the arc for the Tigers. Stein picks up her dribble. Near side, trying to split defenders and losing the ball out of bounds is Ashley Christensen, the sophomore for Ogden. So Porter will put the ball in play. Full court press on from Ogden. Two ball handlers now. Porter and Barton will try to get into position. Porter's in trouble. Picks up her dribble and slings it way ahead. There goes Cambry Brown, and that'll be an offensive foul. Trying to back it down on Julianne Stein. 6:50 to go. The Red Devil defense has been holding up, but the offense bogging down a little in the early goings of this fourth quarter, and that is foul number 3 on Brown. Baseline inbound to Ashlyn White. They're going to give White some space, but the Red Devils are now pressing. White to her left for Rachel Davis, who switches to the opposite sideline. Davis now reversing course to the near side. Mia Barker with tight defense. Ashlyn White, baseline dribble. Kick it to the far corner and back up top. Now a wing three from the left side is good for Caitlin Richardson. 36-27, a 9-point lead is the biggest for Ogden thus far. Barton up ahead. That's Mia Barker near wing. Red Devils break the press. There's Mackenzie Porter up top to Barton. Cheerleaders making noise for Ogden despite the attendance being limited here. Porter near sideline. Gives it down to the corner and trying to go inside. It's out of the reach of Emily Sawyer. Knocked away by Ashley Christensen, who is dropping to help out on defense. 5:57 remaining in this fourth quarter. Ogden in front, 36-27 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Lob one up for Stacia Barker on the inbound pass. One dribble to the hoop, and it's off the backboard, off the rim, and no good. Ashley White kicks it out for three. Richardson knocks it down again, and a timeout forced. Red Devils will want to talk things over. It is 39-27. 5:39 remaining in the fourth quarter as Ogden continues to build its lead on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston basketball on mylocalradio.com and K9 Radio.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Crunch time for the Red Devils. Cullen Holt with you. 39-27 is the lead for Ogden. Red Devils will put the ball in play from the baseline. Got a full length of the court to go against this Ogden press. Stacia Barker almost lost it at midcourt, and instead Barton has it near side. There goes Barton. Jump stop, pull up to Barker inside. Stacia Barker, she is fouled on the pass. An entry pass attempt on the near block. That will be team foul number 7. Stacia Barker will shoot 1 and 1. Independent Software Solutions free throws coming up here. 5:22 remaining in the fourth. A 12-point lead for Ogden. And Stacia Barker is at the line shooting 1 and 1. A 33% free throw shooter coming into this game. Barker. First one is good. She shoots again. That could be the difference maker down the stretch for the Red Devils if they want to close this gap. Making free throws. A chance to get points with the clock stopped is invaluable when you're down by 11 now with 5:22 to go in the game. Here goes Stacia Barker's second free throw. And she knocks it down. Calm, cool, and collected, Stacia Barker, and almost steals it away, does Barker. This is a good press for the Red Devils. Almost got him, but Ashlyn White will escape. White all the way down, tried to kick it to the corner, and she travels. And that's what a press can do sometimes if you execute it properly. Maybe you don't get the steal in the backcourt like you want to, but you start to get teams thinking, and they start to make mistakes that are uncharacteristic. 5:14 remaining. Evanston will get the ball back, down by 10 on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Here in the fourth quarter, substitution for the Red Devils brings Abby Rigby back into the picture. Inbound pass to Barton, back over to Rigby. They got to break this press by Ogden. Running out of time here to get across. Stacia Barker back over to Barton to the three-point line. Down low, turning and shooting and putting it away is Emily Sawyer. Right side of the basket, off the glass and in. Ashlyn White trying to go quickly. Red Devils didn't set up the press fast enough. White drives baseline, tries to go across, and a nice job by Barton flying over to knock it out of bounds. And Ogden will have to set up a baseline inbound play now inside of 5 minutes to go. 8-point game. These Ogden Tigers have been leading the whole way. One tie in the entire game at 24 all. Other than that, it's been all Tigers, but the Red Devils have been right behind. Inbound play comes to Richardson. She'll back it up. I don't know if it's too early for Ogden to start thinking about wasting time on offense here. Looks like they're just going to run their typical offense. Picking up her dribble now is Rachel Davis, and a timeout forced. Ogden will have to use one of their timeouts. Stacia Barker with good defense, and it would have been a violation of the 5-second rule. 39-31, Ogden in front, 4:35 to go. Step aside and be back on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston basketball on mylocalradio.com and K9 Radio.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here.
We are right back to it. 8-point lead for Ogden. Plenty of time left. 4:35 to go in this fourth quarter. 39-31. Tigers in front on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Did Ashlyn White step on the half-court line? She did. It's an over and back. A backcourt violation, and here come the Red Devils. Their defense is giving their offense opportunities. The problem as of late has been Evanston not capitalizing on those opportunities. Few points, though, off the Stacia Barker free throws, and then the Emily Sawyer points. Here comes a three-pointer near side. It's up and good! Mackenzie Porter rips it through the net, and here comes Ogden. 5-point lead for the Tigers. Rachel Davis baseline. Did she go out of bounds? Yes, she did! Give it back to the Red Devils. 4:11 to go. 5-point lead for Ogden. We've seen Evanston do this multiple times. Twice they pulled within one. Once they tied it. They have never led, but it's not too late to do it soon. Porter will put the ball in play to Barton. Barton near side, bringing the ball up. More press from Ogden. Back to Mackenzie Porter. Into the middle for Stacia Barker, and back out to Barton. Evanston can set up the offense now. Barton to Porter along the far sideline. Into the corner it goes Mia Barker. Waiting, trying to go to Stacia. Deflected back out though to Porter. Barton right wing across to Porter. Thinks about a shot. Decides to take it. That'll bounce high off the backboard. And Mia Barker comes away with another offensive rebound. Porter has it for the Red Devils. Across now to Barton. Barton waiting near wing. Barton gets it all the way across to Porter opposite side. Porter inside she goes. Up off the glass and in again for Emily Sawyer. 3-point game. 39-36 Ogden on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and they can't get the ball in bounds. Julianne Stein held it for too long. And now a sub coming on. We'll see Lucy Ballard for, I believe, the first time for Ogden. And now you can see the coaching staff for Evanston trying to calm down this group of five right now, as they do have the momentum, but they don't want them to play out of control. Mia Barker gets the ball, deflected back to her after the inbound pass, and a foul called after an offensive rebound by Emily Sawyer. 3:16 remaining. We're in the fourth quarter. 3-point lead for the Ogden Tigers on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Emily Sawyer, 60% free throw shooter. First one, good. 2-point game. Talked about this earlier, but free throws are huge in a situation like this. A chance to get points with the clock frozen. Sawyer looking to make it 2 for 2 on this trip to the stripe. It's up, and it's good. Emily Sawyer, the 6-foot sophomore. Not playing like a sophomore tonight. Baseline inbound play. Bounce it into Ashlyn White. She'll run away from defenders. White has just Stacia Barker in front of her. Fades away from the hoop and is fouled by Barker on the way, who cannot believe it. 3:14 to go now. I believe that's Barker's fourth. And they're likely going to have to take her out. Sawyer, who just got to sit down, will check back in. And now Coach Fessler is getting a explanation from the referee. It's 39-38 Ogden. Ashlyn White's at the line. First free throw is no good for White. Coming into this game, she was shooting 38%. I believe she made 1 of 2 last trip to take some Independent Software Solutions free throws. Let us be your IT guy. White up and no good, but she gets her own rebound, passes it across the key, ball's on the ground, fallen on by, I believe that's Sawyer down there in the thick of things. No, Stacia Barker. And it was going to be a foul going against Ogden. I was confused how they would call that a jump ball because Barker had clear possession and sole possession as well. So now as that is the 9th team foul on Ogden, Barker will have free throws. Independent Software Solutions free throws. Down by 1, a chance to tie and or take the lead. For Stacia Barker, 2 for 2 already in this game. That makes her 5 for 11 on free throws this season. Barker, free shot number 1, nothing but net. We are tied again, 39-39. Ogden led by as many as 9 in the second half. 3:10 to go in the fourth. Stacia Barker a free throw for the lead. Independent Software Solutions free throw. Up and off the front side of the rim. Mia Barker comes away with the rebound, though, for the Red Devils. Barker back up to the right wing. That was Barton, now Porter, inside to Stacia Barker at the elbow. Brown back to Porter, left wing. Stacia Barker comes up to get it at the elbow, dribbles once, puts it up, no good. Barker rises for her own rebound, can't get it to go a second time. Barker's got it to try again a third time, no good. Barker with another rebound, and that time she is fouled. Stacia Barker back to the free throw line. Stacia and Mia Barker have been offensive rebounding machines in this game. And it might be a reason why Stacia Barker's got a chance to give them the lead with an Independent Software Solutions free throw. That will take a few hops on the rim and then be no good. Now Barker with her second of 2 free throws. 2:45 to play. Stacia. 3 dribbles, a deep breath, sets, shoots, and airballs it. That'll be a lane violation on everybody. 2:45, just overthought that one a little bit. And now she'll take a seat. Can't let that get to her. She's got 4 fouls, so they'll rest her here because I assume they want her back in as the clock gets down a little further. We're at 2:45 right now to go in the fourth quarter. 39-39 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Far side, dribbling with it, Caitlin Richardson spins away, going up against Barton as she crosses half court. Now reverses course to her left as she crosses over. Now picks up her dribble, trying to go to White, stolen away by Porter. Mackenzie Porter will bring it up. She's trying to navigate her way through. Finds Barton, dribble across the key, up and in! Mackenzie Brown gives Evanston their first lead of the game with 2:19 to go in the fourth. Red Devil fans are on their feet. Ashlyn White near wing. Across to the point, long three-pointer, no good. And the rebound corrected by Brown. Brown will hustle down the near side. She's coming off a basket already. Picks up her dribble and gives back to Porter. Mackenzie Porter waiting. Porter drives in, corner, Brown, 3 off the backside of the rim. And a defensive board hauled in by Caitlin Richardson. Tigers back the other way. 2-point lead for the Red Devils, 41-39 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Richardson waiting at the point now, gives to her right. That's a connection there with Ashley Christensen. To the far corner, three-pointers, good! Ogden back in front. Hit by Caitlin Richardson. Timeout, Red Devils. And now the Tigers have the momentum in the lead by 1. 1:33 to go. Let's step aside. Let's catch our breath and hear from some of our great sponsors as we return on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston basketball on MyLocalRadio.com and K9 Radio.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
Check the arms of your chair real quick for fingernail prints. 42-41. Ogden Tigers in front. Up until that three-pointer, the Red Devils were on a 14-0 run. How do you like them apples? Long pass up ahead. Connected there for a moment with Emily Sawyer. But it's knocked out of bounds and last touched by the Red Devils, who's trying to go across to Mia Barker on the near side of the key. and just couldn't get that pass to go, although it was a good idea for Sawyer, a sophomore who has played a lot older than that today. Inbound pass, loose ball. This will be a jump ball. Barton with a real good hustle, and the Red Devils will have the basketball. 42-41 Ogden in front. 1:22 to go in the fourth. And Sawyer, who has been off and on, who's got a revolving door at the scorer's table, is back into the game. Mia Barker will lob it up for Stacia Barker in the paint. Barker turns, one dribble, kicks it out to Mia. Mia from the elbow, open jumper, no good. Stacia Barker, loose rebound, a foul, but who's it against? I believe it's going to go against Ogden, and now we're in double bonus. Ashley Christensen committed the foul. So here is team foul number 10, and Barker will shoot 2 now. Red Devils have still only committed 6 fouls. Their next would put Ogden in this single bonus. Red Devils in double bonus. Barker, who airballed her last free throw, will compose herself and try to tie it with this one. The Independent Software Solutions free throw comes up short. She shoots again, 1:14 to go. Barker, who started this game shooting well at the free throw line, just overthinking it a little too much. Now she smiles at the line. Hopefully an indication she has calmed things down. 3 dribbles, setting and firing. That one is good. We're tied. 42-42 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Inbound pass. Barton almost got a piece of that one too, but it's Caitlin Richardson who has it for the Tigers, wearing the white left to right. 1:08 to go. Richardson crosses half court, now reverses course as she crosses over on Barton. Gives it to her left now, Ashlyn White. That, I believe, is Porter, Mackenzie Porter defending White. Her shot goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Ogden. Evanston will take over with 54 seconds remaining in a tie game. Here comes Emily Sawyer again. Lots of good things to say about Emily Sawyer. Now she and Stacia Barker are in. That's good news in the rebounding front. Barker gets the inbound pass and gives it back to Porter, who had given it to Barker. Porter at the half-court line. Porter with 45 to play. Porter near sideline. Back to Barton, right at that O logo. Barton turning away from her defender, that's Richardson. Barton at the right wing. Barton pulls up, kicks out, open from the near wing for 3. That's Porter off the front side of the rim, and it's Richardson who rebounds it for Ogden. 30 seconds to play. Richardson to the half-court line, slowing things down. Ogden has 2 options. Will they take the last shot or just try to take the lead here? To the corner. Quick 3 is up and no good. Rebound is a jump ball there, and into the corner. It's Barton who has it. Gets it away to Porter. Loose ball, Mia Barker. It goes toward the end line, and it's out of bounds on the baseline. 13 seconds left. Ogden has it. And a timeout called by the Red Devils. What a sequence of events. A corner 3, no good for Rachel Davis. The rebound was loose. Barton caught up with it in the corner. She was trapped there by 2 defenders. And that might have been a place, knowing now that Evanston had timeouts to use, that might have been a place where Barton could have thought about hanging on to it and letting her coach take a timeout. Hindsight is 20/20, however. And she did a good job of getting the ball away, although unable to handle it was her teammate Heidi Barton. Mia Barker had a valiant effort to try to save it from going out of bounds, but it bounced onto the baseline anyway. So we've got 13.8 remaining. .42-42 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils will break the huddle in the red. Ogden will have the inbound play from the baseline in the white. This Evanston defense has had some brilliant moments. They need one here. On the baseline, it's Rachel Davis who will put the ball in play for Ogden. Lined up along the near side of the lane, they break. Davis tries to put the ball near sideline. That's going to be Richardson. Richardson dribbling left with it. 12 seconds left and a foul committed. Here comes 1-1 for Ogden, and Barton committed the foul, and I'm okay with that foul. I really am, because now you've got Ogden shooting 1-1. They missed the first. Evanston's got more in the box to try to get the rebound, and then you give yourself, with 10 seconds left, a chance to take the lead in a 42-42 game. Or, at worst, you've got Caitlin Richardson with a chance to make 2 free throws, put her team in front by 2, and give Evanston the ball back with 10 seconds left. Richardson's first. is good. Front side of the rim, backboard and in. Richardson will shoot again. To make it a 2-point lead. 43-42 Tigers on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Another Independent Software Solutions free throw is a big one for Richardson. It's up and good. 44-42 and the last timeout taken by Evanston. So they'll draw something up here. 10.6 on the clock. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on the floor as well. A 30-second timeout, the last one for Evanston. 44-42 Ogden on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 10.6 remaining in the game. In whose hands does Coach Fessler want the basketball for this shot? And I wonder, too, I'm not the coach. I don't want to step out of my comfort zone here, but I wonder, with how well Evanston has been rebounding on the offensive half of the court, do you try to get a shot up with enough time left to where if you miss it, you can get a second chance basket from those players that have done so well of securing rebounds on the offensive side? I don't know the answer to that. But we're going to find out what Evanston decided here. Mia Barker to put the ball in play. It's Barton who has it quickly up the right sideline. Now they've got some time. Porter, left wing. She heaves one with plenty of time remaining. It's no good. Rebound for Sawyer. That's up and no good. Barker tries to tip it. It won't go. And the Red Devils will fall in a very tight, very competitive game against Ogden by a final of 44-42. They had the chances at the end. They got the offensive rebounds. They got all game long. And the shots just didn't fall. And that'll happen. But a ton to build on for Coach Fessler and the staff with the Evanston Red Devils. 44-42 is the final on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. So much to like about this Red Devil team in this game today. They're still searching for their first win, but after that performance today across state lines on the road, you can almost taste that it might be coming soon. It really might be. Stick around. We got a good post-game show coming up. The Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the game, the Freaky Fast Recap, and the Dr. Jared Barton General Surgeon Play of the game. That's after the break on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston basketball on MyLocalRadio.com and K9 Radio.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers. We know cement. 307-789-1515.
That was quite the basketball game. Cullen Holt welcoming you back courtside at Ogden High School in Ogden, Utah. Red Devils fall in a very close one. Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard final 44-42. Tigers come out on top by the skin of their teeth. And the Red Devils will go back to practice, back to the drawing board, and see a lot of good things in this game. They really will. They'll see it on the stat sheet, and they'll see it on film as well. And hopefully that gives them momentum and confidence into the rest of the season. This is a very good Ogden team that they just lost to by just 2 points. And they came back from 7 twice and 9 once. And that says a lot to the heart of this team. They led only once in the game, but they were in it the whole way. So a lot to love for Red Devil fans. We'll try to wrap things up quickly on the post-game show here. We'll start with that Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's, 113 Front Street, gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day. That is, again, 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fresh and fast meet. It was all Ogden early on. Red Devils came roaring back in the second quarter to make it a 1-point game. But by the Independent Software Solutions halftime show, they trailed by 7. Make it to the third quarter, made up that 7-point deficit, to make it a tie game at 24-all. That was a 7-0 run. Later on then, into the third and fourth quarters, they go on a 14-0 run to take their first lead of the game. But a back-and-forth final sequence ended with Ogden making 2 free throws. A good job by Caitlin Richardson in a pressure situation on those independent software solution free throws. And then it was Evanston with a few chances on the other end. I believe it was Porter who threw up a 3-ball from the left wing. Rebound by Sawyer and Barker, and neither of their putbacks went in. Just didn't fall, didn't get the good bounce that they wanted. Maybe at home they'll get that home court roll. And so let's get you with that to the Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game. And it's got to be Stacia Barker's free throws to tie the game in a pressure situation. She had airballed a free throw before that. Nothing against her as a free throw shooter. Her stats speak for themselves, but it showed that it's a pressure situation. The cheerleaders, the fans were loud, and the fact that she collected herself to make an even more important free throw on her next trip to the line to tie the game, that is precision at its finest. So brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum, providing quality precision family dentistry at reasonable rates. Call to schedule appointments for the whole family, 307-789-8910. And in addition to our precision play of the game, how about the Jared Barton? Dr. Jared Barton, general surgeon play of the game, which has got to go to Mackenzie Porter for that three-pointer to make it 39-31 in favor of Ogden. But that seemed like a big part of that 14-0 run and really a big momentum boost for the Red Devils as well. That's going to just about do it for us from Ogden High School. What a game between the Red Devils and the Tigers, a game that had it gone on for 30 seconds, a minute longer, who knows who would have won. But two very good teams that will be very good down the stretch in the season as well that we got to see today. Thank you so much for letting me fill in for Elin Olive on this Wednesday evening. Let me call a great game. I appreciate you tuning in. A big thank you, as always, to all of our sponsors. And once again, a final on that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, 44-42. Ogden comes out on top. Evanston still looking for their first win, but I've got a feeling it's going to come sooner rather than later. Big thank you to our producer, Alyssa McDaniel, for everyone at My Local Radio. I'm Cullen Holt, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
You have been tuned into a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devils basketball on KNYN, the big dog, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's game has been brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, Dr. McKay Frankum, Westar Printing, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Hoover Chiropractic, Evanston Regional Hospital, the Come On In Casper, Plains Tire, Mountain West Business Solutions, the Best Western Dunbar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Freeway Tire, Rocky Mountain Sign, Uinta County School District Number 1, Ellingford Brothers, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Bear River Dental, and by T-Bar S Body Shop. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with Rich's Matthew Peterson and the Valley's Cullen Holt, and production assistant Alyssa McDaniel. Biggest thanks to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Red Devil players and coaches. Like My Local Radio Sports on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on KNYN 99.1 FM and mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Devils!